All right, everyone. We are here from NFT LA, and I'm Ethan of the Edge of NFT podcast and NFT LA, and I'm here with Jeff Kelly of the Edge of NFT podcast and NFT LA. You know, a lot of people got a lot of questions about the event. They're super excited, but they want the details. They're accessible here on the website. We have a few tabs you can check out. We've got an agenda tab. We've got a community events tab. Go to the website, check it out. But you know, we just wanted to make it even more clear what's going on. And Jeff, who has been like a mastermind of this, like overseeing a lot of all this stuff, we're gonna sit down with him and we're gonna walk through the schedule so you guys can really hear what's up. And hopefully this will be helpful and you'll have fun the next few days. So Jeff, should we dive in and check it out?
Yeah, let's jump in. And by the way, I'm overlooking the build out of West Hall B here, this football field size construct that's going on right in front of me. It's amazing. There's trusses and lights and a 40-foot dome and all kinds of goodness, guys. It's insane what's happening right in front of me right now.
Yeah.
So let's do it. Yeah. So first and foremost, I think it's really important to call out that this event is curated by this massive team that we've put together of Web3 and NFT lovers, contributors, companies, individuals, to bring people together to co-create, to build connections, and to explore curiosity. This is the entire event. This is what it's all about. It's within the walls of the convention center and well beyond. And so we're really excited about that. And the way that we view this is that we want to take you on a journey. From the moment you arrive to the moment that you leave, we want you to experience everything that we've created for you and feel like you've been taken on this journey that will last a lifetime. So without further ado, let's talk about some of the details of that journey. So first and foremost,
and we're going to keep some secret, but yes, we'll go through the details that are important for you to know. And
there's some things.
Very cool.
If I say something wrong, we'll have to cut it afterward. By the way. So, but first and foremost, okay. So Monday, March 28th, which is tomorrow, we have early registration. That's going to be at the lobby of the convention center right outside of West Hall, just behind crypto.com arena. If anybody's walking around and you're trying to figure out where do I enter, it's right behind that crypto.com arena, main doors right there. Come in, register. It's going to be open from 12 to 6 primarily. We may stay open a little bit later if we need to, but here's what's important about that. Number one, you can get your credentials and not have to worry about it on Tuesday morning. Number two, the first 500 people that come are going to get a wristband to our super secret closing ceremonies party. And it's limited. This is limited space, guys. It's going to be sick. It's going to be amazing, off the wall, blow your mind party that's happening, crazy entertainment, like really fun stuff. Come early, get that wristband. It's going to be really tough to get one otherwise. Okay. So that's 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. or so.
And I'll just say, we're making a trend here. The people who respond early to stuff we're doing get rewarded heavily, right? I was just hanging out with a spirit seed holder yesterday. He got a spirit seed months and months and months ago. He didn't have to be one of these people like hanging out in our Discord trying to get a ticket last minute, and he's got a VIP pass to boot, right? So get there early and get that wristband for sure.
That's it. Must do. So we'll move on to the next thing. Really, it's a series of events happening over at Super Chief for our VIPs. And Ethan just mentioned spirit seed holders. These are some of the earliest adopters of anything we've been doing at Edge of NFT, and we've rewarded each of them with a VIP ticket. So when I talk about VIPs, those spirit seed holders, they're right in that mix. Okay, so remember that, all you spirit seed holders within that community. So many good things that are going to happen there, meetups and whatnot, which we'll touch on here in a little bit as well. Mm-hmm. So basically from 3 o'clock all the way through the evening, I think it ends at 10. If you can scroll down a little bit, Ethan, on our agenda here, VIP reception. So it starts at 3. Then we hit the cocktail reception from 5 to 7, and then the last one at Super Chief is the next one down, and that is the official. Will be another one below that, the official dinner. That goes a little bit later at Super Chief from 7 to 10. So it's a standing dinner, but everybody's going to be there. It's going to be awesome. So that's what's happening over at Super Chief for those VIPs. Now, for everybody else that's here and is ready to party, right, we have our welcome party. So if you can scroll right back up, Ethan, it kicks off at 5 p.m. over at West Hall, which is in the convention center. We have exclusively limited it to attendees of the event or folks that have been invited by special invite. So that's it. That's all that we're going to have. Now, we have massive amounts of entertainment flowing through there. We've already announced the entertainment lineup online. We have Wacka Flacka Flame. We have Quavo from Migos. We have Sir Mix-a-Lot is going to be out there. And Spotty Wi-Fi is going to be performing. It's a crazy lineup. Food, drink, festival environment, massive welcome party in the space that we're going to be running the main stage for the entire conference. So don't miss that. Also, it's going to be raining outside. We were thinking of doing it, outside in part. We said, nope, it's raining. We're moving it into the stage we already built, and we made that change. So don't miss it. If you're in town, come to the welcome party. It's going to be crazy.
All right, let's get into the next day, dude.
Let's do it. Okay, day 2. This is really day 1 of the entire event, right? So we call it day 0, day 1, day 2, day 3. So we're calling this day 1, March 29th, right? Tuesday. Registration, we open a little bit early, guys, 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. We probably want to try to get here on the early side. We have some metal detectors, we have a VAX check that's going to go on, and or a negative test within the last 24 hours. Then you have registration. Got tons of folks out there for registration to try to get that thing to run really smoothly. And you're going to come in, enjoy the space, explore the space. We have an expo hall set up once you get into the space. We have a really cool exhibit from Warner Brothers that they put together. I think you just need to see it when you get here. When you first get in the space, just turn to your left. You can go check it out after you register. It's amazing. I'm not even going to say it right now because I just want you to come see what that is. And then
is it Bugs Bunny, like the real Bugs Bunny?
Not quite. Not quite. It's a couple levels above. But
okay.
So much fun. Check it out. Come in early, register, get settled, scope out the space. Almost everything's happening on the main stage on this day as far as our content is concerned. So, be aware of that. When the main stage is on, pay attention. You're not going to want to miss what's happening on. All right. So speaking of the main stage, it kicks off at 9:30 a.m. And you can see we have our talks here. If you just scroll down, Axie Infinity and Mark Cuban, followed up by Mark Cuban. We'll have what's Splinterlands. I mean, this is crazy lineup here, guys. And just keep scrolling through. Break for lunch around noon. Right back at it with Orange Comet and Think NFT, Warner Brothers, right? And they'll have a trailer here that has never been released before. They'll be premiering it during that session. Don't miss it. How our NFT is changing the business of sports. Amazing panel again. We just keep rolling through right into the afternoon. And I want to note one thing. We have happy hour that kicks off at 5. But let me say something. At this moment, right, every single thing you see here is about the talks, which are amazing. They're through the roof, like blow your mind talks, like really great stuff. But what you don't see is what's happening in between. So we have some amazing content that we've put together from a lot of our sponsors that are going to be shown during these breaks. And we have an amazing amount of entertainment that we've layered in here as well. So once you enter the main stage, don't leave your seats unless you want to miss out. There's going to be lots of moments to talk about afterward. I don't want you to miss them.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and we went. So part of the reason we're doing this, folks, is because we did this a couple of days ago, just for the whole team, just to get situational awareness. Everybody's been working in their little pocket, and yeah, we heard all of the in-betweens, and it was extremely exciting. Basically elicited a round of applause by the end of everything, right? So yeah, very cool stuff.
So much fun. So then we head into happy hour around 5 o'clock. We'll be led there by some fun entertainment and some other cool things happening. And I want to just note that when we think about getting in there and exploring this amazing exhibit hall that we're putting together, it's sick with so many different exhibitors, sponsors, partners that have activations and cool stuff in there. Like, don't sleep on that either. You have tons of time to go check that out. In fact, big blocks of time through 9:30 in the morning, during lunchtime, during the happy hour from 5 to 8. And then of course, in between, if you're not feeling one of the talks or something, plenty of opportunities to go check that out. Don't sleep on that either. I just want to highlight that. So yeah, after parties follow happy hour throughout the entire region on Tuesday. But I want to say that the event's happening at Super Chief, which is the Creator Studio event, and that's invite only. And then over at the Wisdom, which is a VIP event, it's going to be the Pink Floyd experience by Think NFT. those are going to be amazing. It's the reason why when we release tickets next year, folks, like you're going to want to scoop up a VIP ticket early on. We've packed these things full of value, and you know, I mean, we can't help ourselves. Our eyes are bigger than our stomachs there. We just keep adding things to it. So keep an eye on that when that's available.
And just to be clear, because we had some questions about this, the things that are invite only because of the particular crowd that they're supposed to be there. So if you do have a VIP pass, that doesn't mean that you're at an invite only event, right? We've curated those invites for those specific things. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's correct. You know, and there are tickets though beyond. You know, for example, at the Scott Page event, it's just inclusive of the VIP tickets. I mentioned Scott Page. He's the former sax player of Pink Floyd, and he helps produce the Beyond the Wall Pink Floyd experience over at Wisdom. Again, it's amazing. If you're interested in it, definitely suggest going. But for everybody else, after that happy hour, after 8 o'clock, it's parties galore. Check out our events calendar, our community events calendar, to see a huge number of possible options throughout the week after 8 p.m. And also note that there's stuff happening throughout the week that's not even on there, right? Like it's just so much happening. We're trying to get as much in there as we can. Anybody that has an event, if you want to post it, get in there and post it, share with our community. We're completely supportive of everything happening this entire week.
I'll pop over there real quick just so people can see that page, community events. We've had the community come in and add their own events. We've marked the events with special tags, whether it's an open community event, whether it's something that's official, sanctioned by us, or whether it's VIP only. If you get a chance to get over to the Super Chief, I went to a pre NFT LA Super Chief event last night, and it was lit, man. So it's just gonna get better and better. So yeah, that's a great place to see what's going on there.
Crazy good. And again, we have a couple of official ones where we have some partnerships where we've done some really amazing things, and they'll be great. You know, again, you don't really want to miss them, but really any of these things, we've talked to tons of folks that are doing things, official, non-official, you know, sanctioned, not sanctioned, whatever, you name it, it's happening. It's crazy, from yachts to buyouts of hotel ballrooms. Like, it's going to be sick this entire week. So that wraps
next
day one, Tuesday. So let's go on to Wednesday, day two.
Yeah, I'll make a quick point as we jump in between days here. For Spirit Seed holders, I'm kind of the curator of that community. So hello to you if you're a Spirit Seed holder. First of all, Sunday, today, when we release this, we will have a special get together this evening. Most of you know about it, but if you don't, you can reach out to me, Ethan at EdgeofNFT.com. I'll make sure that we can include you, although we do have limited space for that event. But I think we got most everybody that can make it. And then every day, when we have in between times, when we're not doing convention content, breakfast, lunch, and cocktail hours afterwards, Spirit Seed holders, please come and let's all get together and congregate and like get to know each other better during those break times. Definitely. All right, day two.
Day two it is. Okay, so we're into Wednesday. Now, Wednesday is built around the idea that people are going to have specific tracks that they'd like to go down, right? Specific topics they want to explore more, whether it's social impact or sports, art. We've curated breakout sessions, so 6 different tracks across 7 or 8 different time periods, where we're going to have panel speakers that are talking about these very specific topics. We can go a little bit deeper. Now, we've laid them all out here. We're not going to go through every one of them, but you can see once you dive into day two's agenda, the options are amazing. They're actually all within the same hallway, if you will, over at the convention center. So you're not going to run across town or something like that to catch the next talk. We got some breaks in between to get you to the next one if you're interested in it. And really, this is all about just trying to serve that curiosity that I mentioned before. If you want to go a little deeper, this is a way to do it. All right, so this runs basically throughout the morning into lunch, and then a smidge after lunch as well. So this will run right through to noon. Such an amazing lineup. This is the one moment I think during the conference where, you know, there's an opportunity for a little bit of FOMO, because we do have things happening at the same time in this one time period from around 9:30 a.m. to about 2:30 in the afternoon on day two. Everything else plant your butts at the main stage, and you're not going to miss out on what's happening. This is the one time period though where we try to strike a balance.
Make your choices. Yeah.
Yeah, fulfilling those specific desires to learn more and experience what these folks have to talk about.
I'm looking at all these names on the right too as they pop through. Some really awesome folks we got to participate here and bringing them together in these. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. So go ahead and let's take us pop back up a little bit for me.
Pop back up. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So right there, 240. Bring me to 240 and then 3 o'clock. There you go. 3 o'clock, we're back on the main stage. So between 240 and 3, that's a transition out of the breakout sessions into the main stage again. You're gonna see this lineup here, empowering women with NFTs. It's a must-see. Kicks off at 3 o'clock for the afternoon session. Back at the main stage again. Amazing lineup of speakers on the panel. Next up, we got at 3:40. Yep,
I'm just gonna pause here because I just mentioned it a minute ago. Like looking at the lineups that we have here on the right, like as we scrolled through all these cool numbers, I'm looking at Tom Billieu right here. But just Josh is not here because of course he's got his own things that he's taking care of. But huge shout out to Josh for being some sort of, hyper socially intelligent supermind to bring all these really cool talks together. Really incredible stuff he's been able to curate.
And it has grown tremendously from when we first contemplated what we were doing there. So I think we thought, hey, let's keep it main stage and maybe have 15 or 16 talks to keep it really tight. But the fact is there's so many amazing people we want to hear from. There was just no choice but to expand it. And I think we really everybody's gonna be I think better for it. So so as you mentioned, we got Tom Billieu. And then we head into our art panel, and we have this keynote set up here with Steve Aoki and Neil Strauss that leads us to our happy hour. We can't go through every last detail on these guys, but again, that list of names there just in the afternoon on day 2 is mind-blowing. These are sessions you're not going to want to miss. Happy hour is officially 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. I can tell you that on both day 1 and 2, you don't want to bounce right after that last session. Sit tight, and you'll be well entertained on both of those days, carrying forward into that happy hour, which ends at 8, and then we're right back into what we were talking about in day 1 for the evening. The VIPs have experience over at Wisdom. And that's one they're not going to want to miss. There's maybe some hints about what might be happening there if you look up in our schedule in one of those days as to what might be happening, but it's going to be an amazing blowout bash that's happening there with top level entertainment. So VIPs are going to be able to do that, and members of various communities that were able to get that special invite. Again, snag that VIP ticket early, guys. It's an amazing thing, but they're not the only ones that are going to have a great experience. Everybody has access to this community event calendar. Again, tons of open free events throughout the week, throughout the evening. Day 2 is no different. So jump in there, spend a little bit of time perusing, figure out what's most convenient for you, what you're most interested in, what community you want to party with after our event wraps for the day. So that closes out day 2 for us. Let's take a look at day 3.
One quick thing. Some folks have gotten the nightlife pass. Can you give people a little bit of a sense of what they can look forward to if they have the nightlife pass, what things they're going to be able to be involved with?
Yeah, most definitely. And so we have the VIP evening events, right? Mm-hmm. Starting on day 1, mm-hmm. are accessible to folks with the nightlife pass. So any place you see VIP event for the
basically
VIP
after
holders,
after 6 p.m. if you have a nightlife pass and you see an event that's VIP only, you're probably going to have access to that.
Starting on day 1. Yeah, the official day 1, which is on Tuesday. Yeah, the day 0 stuff's a little bit different because it's a curated dinner for those VIPs that we weren't able to open it up based on capacity constraints there, but we were able to open it up for the Wisdom events, which are going to be amazing, and then other things that are tagged as VIP events, day 1 and day 2.
Awesome. All right, let's hit day 3.
Yeah.
All right.
There it is. All right, so day 3, we're back on the main stage again. Everything's happening as far as talks are concerned on that main stage. You'll note again, registration, hanging out in the expo hall, 8 a.m. to 9:30. Get here early and explore, grab some coffee, and just chill out, meet some friends, and get ready for an amazing day. So we kick it off with a bang, Metaverse fireside chat with the folks from Sandbox. Arthur Madrid is going to be a great talk, and our, as we mentioned, our co-host Josh Krieger is going to be moderating that one. Impact of video and streaming on NFTs on digital art and cinematography. We'll work our way through art and disruption of designing NFTs, building a bridge to the world of NFTs for existing brands. Lunch break pops in a little bit later than normal, just to make sure we got enough time, but still that hour break right in the middle of the day there. Then we got Magic Eden coming in to talk about community engagement, NFT adoption and mainstream advertising, NFTs in Hollywood. You'll note that Sir Mix-a-Lot is going to be there. He's got an amazing project. Don't miss that one. It's going to be fun. How to execute amazing NFT projects. Folks that have been there, done that, and going to have a lot of great insights to share. Property rights, women in Web3. Again, amazing panel. Dapper Labs is putting on. Future of community and cryptocurrency. It's going to be me with Andrew Yang, and then we close out with our closing ceremonies. And so what are we talking about there? So this is one of those things where if you get there early and you register early, we like to reward early. You're going to get that wristband, right? And you're going to be able to access closing ceremonies, which are going to actually go a little bit later than what's in here right now, probably to around 10 o'clock out on our patio. I know our team's updating the time there. We got to extend it a little bit. And everybody else will be able to kind of see what's going on out there. We'll have it up on our main stage screen. We'll have it up in our exhibit hall. But if you don't have that wristband, you're not going to be able to get out to that patio, and you're not going to be part of this amazing experience. It's going to be unforgettable performance happening on that stage outside.
And just to remind people, that's if you're on day 0, right? If you're one of the first people to register, you'll get that wristband.
That's right. Yeah.
Perfect.
That's right.
Awesome.
And then we go right back into it with other events all over town. Some you'll see, even based on the times, will be happening in parallel with what's going on here at the convention center. Super Chief is throwing just a series of amazing parties and after parties everywhere. I mean, everywhere throughout town, you name it, from downtown to Beverly Hills to the west side. It's going to be a smorgasbord of possible opportunities. So I think the biggest thing that I would say, overall, is that besides what's happening, which we just went through, right? It's a lot of stuff, a lot of amazing stuff, and you just don't want to miss it, right? Just plant your butt at the main stage most of the time. Walk over to the exhibit hall, spend your time over there during those opportunities, experience what we put together. But I think the big thing to note is that we're activating the entire city with this thing, right? It's not just within the walls here, right? Of course, we want you to experience what we've curated here, but it's so much more than that. It's everywhere. There's people, as I said, not just throwing after parties. I mean, there's other talks. There's all kinds of things happening around this. We've activated LA for this week. It's NFT LA week. So dive in. Whether you're here, whether you're not here, if you've already gotten a ticket and you're coming here, awesome. If you haven't and you just want to come out and experience this energy that's been created by the entire community, come out, hang out. You're not going to be disappointed. There's so much to do, and you can plug in right here. If you do want to catch some of these talks and you don't have a GA ticket or a VIP ticket to our event, we do have a metaverse experience along with online streaming that's happening. Go to our website. It's right there on the main page. You can go in and buy tickets for $20. You're going to catch 20 plus of the talks that are happening here. Most of the main ones are going to be on there, and they're going to be available to you not just in real time, but also for the next 30 days. So through the end of the month. So check that out. And even if you're attending and you want to look back on some of these amazing talks, like grab that ticket. It's $20, and you're going to have access to all these things. It's going to be really, really special. And it's really just, as far as we're concerned, the beginning of what we're doing in that realm for NFT LA and beyond. So what are we doing in the metaverse? How are we thinking about that? That's TBD. We can't reveal it all now, but it's this is the beginning. So couldn't be more excited about that aspect of this as well.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Did we do it?
I think we did it. I think we did it. If you're into NFT, if you're into art, music, entertainment, into community building, into building relationships, into exploring your interests, into elevating others, we're here for you.
Perfect. Yeah. Let me highlight one or two more things before we hop. I'll go to the events page here. Throughout the convention, we're going to have an augmented reality experience, and that is going to be involved with our NFT drop of our Living Tree NFTs, which is coming soon. It hasn't happened yet. And we've been working with some partners on creating that AR experience, and they are with Shaderverse. And I just want to go ahead and point out, if anybody wants to attend that community event, they have put together something, I believe, here it is, on the 29th with Shaderverse. So check that out. You can register for that. And that's basically for folks who want to get involved in like 3D art and augmented reality stuff. You want to create your own NFT collection. You just want to network with people who are doing cool 3D and augmented reality art. Go check out some of that stuff, and we'll have more info on that. And make sure that during the event, you participate in that AR experience. You'll get a chance to tag a photo of yourself with a digital 3D augmented reality version of inspired by our Living Tree NFTs, and you'll get a greenlist spot for when we do drop that collection. Yeah. So do not miss out on that. And you're going to tag Plant a Forest on Twitter, because we literally will be planting a very big forest with this project, over 100,000 trees.
That's amazing, man. Yeah. I've been working on that a long time. It's great to see that come to fruition in a big way. So really excited. And that's really the foundation of what's coming with Living Trees. The next step for our Living Tree NFTs. That's more TBA, I guess, right? We can't give away all the deets on that yet. I will say, if we talk about connection, we talk about building relationships, we are supporting that also via a social app that we'll have. There'll be information sent out. Actually, I think it's going out today with all the info to download. I think it's the Brella app that we'll have, and we'll have a couple QR codes up on our displays. You can grab those if you don't happen to download it in advance very easily. Of course, the schedule is right here. It's easily accessible. You can look at it on your phone or your laptop or whatever. nftla.live at any moment. You can pop in and see what's happening, and make it really easy for everybody. So, man, I think we covered the basics.
Did it, dude.
We didn't give away the surprises. I think I did a good job.
Now it's time to pack some swag bags, man.
That's it. All right, let's get back to it. Really appreciate it. Thanks for walking us through that, Ethan, man. This is amazing. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon.
Bye-bye.
The Living Tree NFT experience, brought to you by Edge of NFT, is here at NFT LA. Don't miss out on taking part in this groundbreaking project. Scan this QR code to get the full augmented reality experience here, created in partnership with Shaderverse and inspired by Living Tree NFTs. Follow the instructions at the link and find out how to earn a greenlist spot, plant 25 real trees, and plant the roots of long-term collaborations with the creators of Edge of NFT, NFT LA, and even more great things to come.